So I began my little escapade here by going into Dollarama, which is not really Dollarama anymore because you can get very little for $1, but anyway, things are fairly cheap. And going down the canned food section, I located the Chef Boyardee place, and lo and behold, they had mini bites and they also had lasagna and beef ravioli. I grabbed up a couple of cans and it was $1.75, and really it's not a lot cheaper than Walmart. Actually, I think it is a $1.47 or something at Walmart, or maybe $1.43, something like that, some weird thing. But anyway, got 2 cans of it. And you read the back of it, it's kind of interesting. It's got tomato puree, toasted wheat crumbs, beef sugars, blah blah blah, a whole lot of everything, and actually a whole lot of nothing but may contain additives. At any rate, I went home, cracked the can open. Actually 2 cans, and I went in with them to a casserole dish. No draining, anything like that, just good old Chef Boyardee ravioli the way it is. Of course, in its most pure form. Now the jazzing up time, in with a cup of diced tomatoes, drained because you don't want any more water in there or anything like that. A couple of teaspoons of tomato paste just to thicken things up. About half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of garlic powder. Same amount of onion powder. Now you can use whole finely chopped onions too if you like. You guessed it if you ever watched my videos before, a couple of teaspoons of Italiano seasoning. So thus far, this is all stuff people should have in their pantry anyway, so there's no need to run out and buy stuff. A couple of cracks of salt. You don't need much because that stuff is salty anyway. Of course, a good dosing of ground black pepper. Just gotta have that. And some people have said, what the heck is pepper? Well, that's my fancy French word for pepper. Not really French, but my word. Then we shall just grab up the old spatula and give everything a good mix together. And guys, I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is just my experimentation and kind of gut feeling of what to add into this. So to totally blow the budget, and you don't have to do this, I'm going to cover this with some grated mozzarella. I don't know, just my idea to make it really spiced up, or jazzed up, or spruced up, whatever you want to say. And one final addition to the old witch's cauldron there, I'm just going to chop up some fresh basil. I just love basil, it's a welcomed addition to anything, and just kind of throw that over top of that mozzarella. I don't know, it's kind of beginning to look like a casserole or something like that, isn't it? Oh well, let's see what it's like. Now into a 350-degree preheated oven for about 15-20 minutes or so. After about 20 minutes, it is all done, and it's looking actually not too bad, my friends. So let's scoop this up and see what we have here. Now, it's really quite watery, just like canned ravioli, but, you know, we're gonna see just what it tastes like. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below there. Now, how much we have into this is really a good question. I would say that's, including the mozzarella, which is quite expensive, probably about $7 or $8, something like that, and it will feed 4 people, so yeah, relatively cheap. And I tasted this, and it's really not too bad. I mean, it's edible, and it's certainly an elevation to regular old canned ravioli, Chef Boyardee stuff. So, you know, it's entirely up to you, but it's not bad. So if you're so inclined, guys, give it a try. You know, drop a comment in the comment section below, do your own experimentation, and let me know what you think. And if you're so inclined, subscribe.